guys, it's me, Toffee Dog, and we are finally continuing on with our Pokemon Platinum walkthrough. Now this one's going to be slightly different because, as you guys know through my vlogs, I have kept you guys updated about the team and the training that is going on for the gym. Now as you can see, everyone is on the right level, and one of our team members evolved. Blaze evolved into her final form, but we still need to train up for 7 more levels. So today's episode is going to be a training up episode, and then by this time next Tuesday we will take on the gym leader. Now I did put it off last time when I was training the Pokemon up, and Frost was so many levels behind. I had to pick it up. I had to make sure Frost keeps up with the team. So as I said, today's just going to be more of a casual video of training Frost up. I don't think we'll be able to reach level 37 in 20 minutes of this playthrough or of this part. But this, as I said, is going to be more casual. And I definitely want to talk a lot because my cough is a lot better. I still have it, but it's better enough so I can actually do some commentary and not have to continuously pause. And whereas before, if I talked a lot, I would have coughing fits, had to pause the game, and it was just not flowing correctly. Now I know this episode is late. Again, it's because of my cough, but today I'm feeling a lot better. I'm actually recording quite late. It's 9 something at night, but I wanted to record it with the Tycoon that will be released tomorrow, so another late one. But it's just because I've been sick that the videos have been later. But that's, oh my gosh, Frost is getting critical hits now. But Frost has been doing really well so far. I had to actually go back to the patch of grass before this town for a little bit to train Frost up to level 30 or 29. I've already forgotten, to level 30. And then when he reached level 30, I was like, okay, I think he's ready to go back to this area. This Pokemon might take quite a long time to defeat because Quick Attack is a normal attack, but as you guys know, it doesn't do a lot of damage. And I didn't mean to use Tackle, I meant to use Quick Attack. So Quick Attack is just a 40 power move, so it doesn't do an awful lot of damage, especially for a Pokemon that's level 30. I mean, Frost, realistically, if he was another Pokemon, he might know some better moves. But we're going to keep on using Quick Attack and hope that Quagsire misses his attacks, or we manage to just somehow get another critical hit. Or you can use Amnesia, either one, because obviously Quagsire gives us a lot of experience points compared to the others. But these Pokemon here aren't necessarily difficult to defeat because of, not because of critical hits like we got, but it's because of their attacks. They have a lot of attacking moves, I mean, just like any Pokemon at this level, and they use them in a correct way. Unlike others, their Shellos here, actually, what I found sometimes is the Shellos here will use the move Rain Dance even though it's raining, and that is a good opportunity to hit a move when you're training. But as I said, I'm capturing the whole. I want you guys to be able to see Eevee grow. I don't want you guys to miss out. I was thinking of doing a montage, but with a montage also you speed up the footage and then you get less time on the footage, and I just felt like I want you guys to see Eevee grow. And also, if Eevee does try to learn any more moves before we evolve, we won't be able to evolve it until the 7th gym, I believe, so we're still a little while off. We're still a little ways to go yet, or it's sooner. Gosh. Yeah. Alright, so we've got Crash Awake after this, and then after him we have the Steel Gym. Yes, and then we have the Ice type gym, which is the area we're going to evolve Frost into. And as I said, I've said this time and time again, I want to get a Electrify. That's not how you say its name. I want to get an electric type to deal with the... You're kidding me. You've got dry skin. To deal with flying types. Because we have no super effective Pokemon against flying types. Or we will have Frost. But then Frost won't be evolving for a while yet. And we can get the Surf move and get that Pokemon sooner to deal with those flying types. So it's definitely, I'm not sure. Eevee's place and Porygon's place are still a bit, they're not solid like the other teammates, because the other teammates, kind of tackle their own little areas individually and can do that well. Whereas Frost and Pie are there and they do good jobs. But we still have a major weakness to the team, which is flying types. That's the main weakness, and the only Pokemon that can really deal with flying types is, I find that only Slugoo can really deal with them properly. But even Slugoo's Water Pulse is neutral, is normal damage, does normal damage, and soon enough Water Pulse is not going to be a strong enough move. Soon enough, it's soon going to become a weaker move. You need to switch it a stronger water type move, which might do more damage but have less accuracy. So we really need something to tackle flying types. Or we could even go to the whole process of catching a new Pokemon near Snowdon City, I believe it's called, because they've got a few ice types up there. But again, Snorunt, I don't know really, should I train it? And most importantly, the most important reason I want Frost to evolve into a Glaceon is to take care of Cynthia's main Pokemon in the champion battle. Because before I had to hit that Pokemon with mutual Pokemon or somehow try and get a Dragon move in. It was just difficult, and I know some of you might say, why don't you get a Garchomp, your own one? But I think Garchomp can be overused in this game. Actually, I have never used one, ironically. Hold on, I might have used one in X and Y, but I've never used one in the original games that it appeared in, these games. But I have seen with playthroughs that it's quite a common Pokemon to use, like Staraptor, Luxray, those kind of Pokemon. So as I said, with this playthrough, I'm trying as best as possible for my whole team to be the typical team I would normally pick out. I'm trying to use different Pokemon, which is why I use a Shellos and a Gastrodon now as my water Pokemon instead of Weasel and Floatzel eventually. So Frost has now leveled up to 31. Are you going to learn any moves? No, okay, you're not going to learn any moves. But as you can see, Frost is doing a lot better than before. Frost before probably couldn't knock out any Pokemon on its own. Or if it could, it wasn't a very strong Pokemon. Even though these Shellos aren't really that strong. But it's good to see that Frost is getting stronger. Even with some of these not so strong. Wow, okay. And Frost has been getting a lot of critical hits like the one you just saw. And we're just taking that Shellos out in one go. I will battle these trainers around here, but I feel I want to leave them for after the gym, just to give you guys something to watch. Because if I battle them while I'm training Frost up, it's just going to spoil the game for you. So ironically, you guys will have to watch Monferno's evolution first before this appears, this footage. Obviously it evolved into an Infernape off screen, and I was pretty sure it was going to happen. There was a tiny possibility, well, not really, but I was thinking, maybe there's a slight possibility it will evolve after level 37. I doubted it though, even when I thought that, because I have had Chimchar before, but I use Turtwig a lot. I don't use Piplup a lot, not because I don't like it, but it's an interesting story, which ironically I have time to tell I think I've told this story before actually, but I think I'm just going to tell you guys anyway. When I was younger, it wasn't the first playthrough. I think it was actually for my second or third, or one of the very first, and swagger. Oh my gosh, let's just hope we hit through confusion and you don't have dry skin again. Hold on, let's finish the story after this. Okay. No, you do have dry skin. Oh, black sludge. Okay, good. So anyway, Frost is gonna get through this confusion. Right, let's carry on with the story. So, second, third playthrough of the game. And I had an Empoleon, I think it was level 60 something. But for me as a kid, having a Pokemon that was level 60 something was big. That was a big level to me. You know, I never thought level 100. I had no idea if it stopped at 100. So anyway, this story changed because after this happened, I actually changed the story and lied a little bit to people. But this is the honest story. So I wanted to go on GTS, the Global Trade System, which was amazing back then. I just loved that place. I used to use it all the time. I used to watch people's battles all the time. I'd spend nights staying up night after night watching battles. So I really wanted a Gibble because at the time I wanted a Garchomp. I really wanted one, and Frost has fainted, but we can still continue the story. So I really wanted a Garchomp because everyone was obviously, it was a big Pokemon even then. You know, everyone's talking how powerful it was, and it was this land shark. So Gibble was its pre-evolution, so I decided I wanted one. And I looked on GTS and I found one eventually. But the Pokemon they were asking for was Empoleon. Now I thought about this a lot, and I got to the very end. I had selected my Empoleon, and it got to the point where it was like, are you sure you want to trade it away? And I was still thinking, like, I really want this Gibble, but this Gibble is only level 1. And I'm this far into the game. I think I had defeated the last gym. So I had defeated the last gym, and I was really debating, like, should I think this Gibble was from Japan. So I was like, do I really want to give my Empoleon away? Because when I was younger, I had a really close bond to all my Pokemon. I would not delete my save files if I had a close bond. And this was my first level 60 something Pokemon. So I looked, it was still coming up with, are you sure? Now, normally in the games, when you press B button, that means you go back. That means you go back. So as a little kid, I was like, okay, well I wasn't that little, I must have been 10. I guess that's still little. Anyway, so I was like, actually, you know what, I don't want this Gibble after all. I pressed the B button, but on GTS, the B button also means A. And Empoleon started to get traded away. I panicked, I turned off my DS immediately. And I thought, in my mind, because I didn't realise this was over Wi-Fi, I guess I thought this was a game thing. So I thought if you turn it off, it's going to cancel the trade. It's obviously not going to do that, I know that now. So I turned it back on, my character came out of the little place, so you would go into the building and to like the left at the back would be where you go in. My character came out, so I was like, oh okay, my Empoleon's safe. No. Check my party, level 1 Gibble, and I was absolutely devastated. I cried for the first time ever over Pokemon. Before I play Pokemon Dungeon, that's another story. If you play Pokemon Dungeon, get some tissues for the ending. No. So I was crying my eyes out, and then I thought, people are going to think I'm so stupid doing this. And I think I did raise the Gibble to a Gabite. But I think I couldn't bear to trade it to evolve it into a Garchomp. I just couldn't because I was so devastated. But my mum knew how much Empoleon meant to me, and she saw I was upset, and she went, what happened? Now, I don't know why I did this. I guess because I felt really stupid about it. I felt like I'm such an idiot for doing that. Why didn't I know the B button was also A? So what I said to her was, this is horrible, I said to her, my brother was playing my game. The exact story, it was to do with my brother. And I said, my brother, he traded my Napoleon away for a Gibble. And my brother didn't get into too much trouble. He didn't really get into that much trouble. But I told one of my friends this as well. Because they could see I was obviously very upset about losing Napoleon. And I guess that's why I've never used one again. Because that one Napoleon that, oh gosh. So silly. I guess because as I look back and think, so Napoleon. And I always said to myself, when I'm older, I'm going to find it. Even though in my head they've probably deleted the game by now. I was like, I'll find it. No, I will never be able to find it because, one, I have no idea if I nicknamed it. I'm pretty sure I didn't nickname it. 2, I don't know its ID. And 3, I don't know whether I used Louise as my name for the trainer's name or my real name. So I'll probably never be able to find it. And it's been 7 years. So I highly doubt the same Napoleon is on anyone's game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's lurking there somewhere, wanting to say hello again. Which sounds really creepy actually. It's really weird. Just wants to come say hello. But no, I highly doubt it. And the unfortunate thing is GTS and normal Nintendo Wi-Fi, not 3DS Wi-Fi, it's been taken down now. So you can't go on GTS anymore, which is horrible. I want to, oh no. I want to live those childhood memories. I remember playing the mini games on GTS and hopping onto the floats on your way out. Because you could only do the mini games and go in that place for a certain amount of time. And I would stay up at night, like I did when I watched the battles, so I could go on those floats. And it was such a weird magical thing, that place on the GTS. Where I think there was 4 mini games. I think you had a gold pin. Sorry, not a gold pin. Oh gosh. Anyway, you had Gold Pin's Evolution. Oh gosh. Anyway, Goldberg's Evolution game. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think you had to pump something up. I think you had to pump some balloons up, or you had to fish for something. And these mini games, there was only 4 of them, I think, but they were just so awesome. And I remember just, it was my childhood, and this is why this game means so much to me. I know people say it's slow and it's not a good game, you know, but guys, remember this was the first Pokemon game, or, well, Platinum wasn't, but Pokemon Pearl and Diamond were the first Pokemon games on the DS. Pokemon had just moved from the Game Boy to the DS, which is a huge step. Because you've got different capabilities because it's with a different console, and I'm sure the transition from DS to 3DS was still big, but you still had that initial technology to work with. And ironically, I've still got the original Game Boy I first played my first Pokemon game on. Now it still works. And my DS I played on, my very first DS, it was the bulky silver one. I remember I put a Celebi sticker on it. Oh, I did, until it died. And then when it died, luckily I had my 3DS for about a year when it died, and my brother wasn't playing with his DS in that much anyway, and he let me have it because we ironically had the same console seemingly at the same time. We had a PS1 at the same time, PS2 at the same time. He still has a PS2 and so do I, but I am getting rid of mine because I would like to play Assassin's Creed and those games. But the consoles are so expensive, and I don't think Mum will be prepared to buy one, even for my birthday or Christmas. You never know. But I am getting rid of my PS2 because I used to play Sims on there for a bit. I only used to play Sims, but now I've got my laptop, and now I've got Sims 3 on the laptop. you know, things have changed, and it would be brilliant if I could get one of the consoles. And yes, just a little story there. So I basically lied about my brother trading in Pokemon Way, kind of got him into a bit of trouble, and only told the truth until now. No, I haven't told the truth until now. This is not the first time I've confessed to it. It sounds so weird, confessed to just doing that in the Pokemon game. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to film till Frost gets to level 32. So I know Frost has only gone up 1 or 2 levels during this time. But as you can see how long it takes, but it's definitely not as long as it did used to take in the beginning, especially. But I think the easiest Pokemon to train was surprisingly Feather. Feather was pretty easy to train, and then Casper, again, surprisingly was easy to train, but I guess because there's a lot of normal moves these Pokemon use which are not effective at all. And there we have another critical hit. Wow, I think Frost is just trying to buy back some trust from it. I'm joking. No, I'm glad Frost is finally catching up with everyone, and then we can start the adventure on a stable slate. We're not going to be behind anymore, and this hasn't taken too long. I haven't trained these guys up for a couple of days because I decided to take a bit of a break from this game and play a bit of Tomodachi Life and some other games. I've started Nintendo Dogs again, and I really must continue playing Pokemon games, because I say, oh yeah, I've completed this Pokemon game, but I look back on it and say, wait, when did I last complete that game? Because if I really do think about it, it's probably been a year or so since I've actually completed the game, not just played it. But yes, so I'm hoping this Pokemon will get us to level 32, and then I can end it here. Please. No, don't use rain dance. It's already raining, Shellos. Don't put yourself in any more pain than you need to. Shh, and I still need to edit the vlog after this, but that's no problem. No problem whatsoever, or it shouldn't be. Okay, there we are, level 32. So I'm going to end this part here. I hope you enjoy it, but don't worry, Frost will be at level 37 on Tuesday when we take on the gym leader. But I thought this would be a bit more of a casual video to do. But I'll see you guys Tuesday when we take on the 5th gym leader.